This is the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday. Tom Wormy along with Riley Skinner, who is all riled up. But before we get to Riley's take on Florida State and its crushing defeat against NC State in Raleigh, let's talk about what happened there. Florida State losing 17-16. Jimbo Fisher reacting to an unproductive second half against the Wolfpack.
You know, we looked at the game, had some things we could have done much better, had chances to play better, and you know, it's a consequence of not any one guy, just 2 or 3, 4 or 5 guys here and there at different places having their own 1 or 2 little mistakes, and it magnified on us and hurt us. And we had opportunities to win the game, did not make enough plays to do it. It was basically execution when you get right down to it.
So, Riley, we heard from Coach Fisher about the second half. How did you see it?
Well, it's tough because I agree with him on execution, but let's be honest, every play works and should be executed on the chalkboard. But when you're in the real game, sometimes that's not happening. And in this case, they weren't making the blocks they needed to. So I think you need to adjust your game plan. I mean, you look at this NC State secondary. They are the last in passing defense in the ACC. Last week, Stephen Morris broke the ACC record in passing by throwing against this defense. And in the second half, E.J. Manuel had 4 completions over 10 yards. I just do not see why you don't try to exploit that secondary and go downfield. I know you have a good running game, but sometimes you can't just rely on one part of your offense. You've got to adjust, and I just do not think they adjusted at all in the second half.
Let me throw this stat at you for Florida State. Since 2007, they are 1-6 when they're ranked, playing an unranked ACC team on the road. Happened again last Saturday against NC State. Take me into the meetings with the players and coaches. How do they respond with the national title picture? Probably not a factor anymore.
Unfortunately, I think they just have to readjust their goals. And something like this happens, it's what you got to do. You got to reevaluate your team. And right now, the ACC championship is their goal. A BCS game is their goal. It's unfortunate that 1 second half for a really good team might have shot their national championship hopes. But that's the reality of the matter. And so they've just got to readjust and go on from here.
And we'll see how they do against Boston College as they host the Eagles this Saturday. I'm Tom Wormy. He's Riley Skinner, all riled up. And this is the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.